welcome to JVR Industries. Today we're going to go over the second generation Vac310 chamber vacuum sealer vacuum pump exhaust filter change. So if you've got a white pump inside of your Vac310 chamber vac, whether it be 1 bar or 2 bar, you have a second generation. So we're going to go over how to replace that specific vacuum pump exhaust filter, which is part number 310-33. So if you have that part and this pump, make sure you watch this video. Now, if you have a gray pump inside your unit, you have a first generation Vac310 1 bar or 2 bar chamber vacuum sealer. In that case, you'll probably want the part number 310-32, and you'll want to watch the video that's linked below for that specific product. So go check that out. But if you have the white pump, go ahead and stay tuned. Let's get into this. So first, you're going to want to grab your number 2 Phillips. We're going to go ahead and pop off all 6 screws on the back panel. That way we can access the vacuum pump and the filter. Okay, so on the last 2 screws, you'll want to just hold the base of this so it doesn't fall. And just go ahead and grab that last screw out. Get it most of the way out, and then you'll have to just use your fingers to finish it out. Hold this on there, and then you can go ahead and lift that back panel off. Next, you're going to want to lift up the unit, prop it up with 2x4s. You can use 1 under each leg. You could even go up to 2 high. Just be careful if you're doing too high, as this could cause the unit to tip if you go a little too high. So 2 2x4s is probably the max that we would suggest. Also, make sure you're on a rigid, sturdy surface before lifting this unit and tipping it. A good sturdy surface is going to make sure that your unit's not tipping or the table is not causing it to tip as well. So let's go ahead and lift this up and get those 2x4s underneath each leg. Okay, so now that we got the Vac310 elevated with these 2x4s, now we can get those nuts on the base of this pump, and we want to pretty much get this pump removed from the base of the frame so it's detached. The filter access point is actually over here, so you'll just have to rotate the pump roughly 45 degrees once those 4 nuts are out, and then we can access the filter panel. So what you're going to need first is a 13mm combination wrench. I would suggest that way you have the ratcheting side. You can also just use a regular box wrench if you prefer. Just know that it's going to add a little time to the job. So let's go ahead and remove this pump from the base of the frame. Okay, so once you get the nut mostly off with the ratcheting wrench, you can get under there and just quickly unscrew the rest by hand. Now we're ready to remove this filter cap, so go ahead and take that 5mm Allen and go ahead and start removing all these screws off of there. Now that we have this cap off, we can go ahead and pop this little circular piece off. And now we have just a spring here. Just make sure we don't lose that. Go ahead and pull this off. Make sure you pull it off, put it back in the same order. So I'm going to go ahead and put the spring right there. And now we're going to go ahead and grab the next filter. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab that new filter, the 310-33. You can pull it right out of the box. Make sure we don't lose that O-ring on the base. And then on the opposing side, you'll see this little rubber sleeve, plastic sleeve, and put that in the box, and we're ready to go. So go ahead and reinsert everything back how it came off, including the spring and this little circular disc. Gonna slide that over, and I like to grab it by this thread here and then slide it in as so. So let's go ahead and do that. Just make sure that it's hitting the other side straight on there, and then use this circular disc to make sure it's nice and centered. Now we can go ahead and apply this end cap. Okay, so the new filter is installed. Now we're ready to rotate the pump off, reinstall those 3 bolts on the base, and put the back panel on, and we're pretty much set to go. Okay, so we've got the filter exchanged, the pump refastened the frame, and now you can just throw the back panel on, plug in your unit, and you're set to go. Well, thanks so much for watching JVR Industries on YouTube. We hope you found this video extremely informative. If you need any further help or have questions, leave them below, or feel free to call our office during office hours. Also, if you like the content you're seeing today, feel free to subscribe to our channel so you can get updated on any future content. And once again, guys, thank you so much for watching us on YouTube. You guys have a great one.